LC flight control, launch on time verified.
Roger. LC switch to the ready position. All steps are complete prior to the status check.
L-8 minutes.
This is Delta Mission Control at T-minus 4 minutes and holding. We remain in the planned 15-minute built-in hold as launch preparations continue. In a few moments, Launch Conductor Scott Barney will pull the launch team for the final go to pick up the count. 27 engineers and managers are pulled for system status and readiness to proceed. This is the final status check before launch vehicle for all Delta vehicle systems, ground systems, and the spacecraft, and U.S. Space Force Eastern Range. The vehicle system readiness pull includes electrical systems, hydraulics, pneumatics, propulsion systems, flight control, and propellants. Let's listen in as Scott Barney performs the final pulling of the launch team.
L-7 minutes.
Status check will proceed with terminal count. First stage systems, propulsion.
Go.
Hydraulics.
Go.
Locks.
Go.
LH2.
Go.
Second stage systems, locks.
Go.
LH2.
Go.
Electrical systems, airborne.
Go.
Ground.
Go.
Facility.
Go.
RFFTS.
Go.
Flight control. Go. COM.
Go.
GCQ.
Go.
Operations support.
Go.
Pneumatics.
Go.
Umbilicals.
Go.
ASGAS.
Go.
ECS.
Go.
Red line monitor.
Go.
Quality.
Go.
Ops safety manager.
Go.
ELA safety officer.
Go.
Vehicle system engineer.
Go.
Anomaly chief.
Go.
Range coordinator.
Clear to proceed.
Launch director.
Launch vehicle is ready to launch.
Mission director.
You have permission to launch.
Proceeding with the count. ALC. Verify T0 is set for 0918 Zulu.
Verified.
L-6.
MEQ. Establish swing arm lock pins pull.
Active.
Polling is complete. The UALA launch team and the NRO mission director are go for launch. From T-minus 4 minutes until launch, you will hear Scott Barney guiding the team through the final steps in the countdown procedure. Several critical activities occur in the final minutes, including verifying fuel tank levels and pressures in the 3 boosters and the DCSS. At T-minus 7 seconds, the starboard engine is ignited. At T-minus 5 seconds, this is Delta Mission Control at T-minus 4 minutes and holding. We anticipate releasing the hold in just a few moments.
T-minus 4 minutes and counting. 3 minutes, 55 seconds. Ground pyros enabled.
The clock is resumed and we are go for launch at 5:18 a.m. Eastern. With liftoff approaching, we're raising the volume on our launch team so you can hear the final preparations taking place.
3 minutes, 25 seconds.
Second stage lock, secure at flight level.
Three minutes, 7 seconds. Two minutes, 49 seconds.
FTS internal.
CBC locks at flight pressure and flight level.
Two minutes.
Hydraulic pressure 4,000.
Vehicle internal.
1 minute, 55 seconds.
Launch sequencer start.
CBC LH2 at flight pressure and flight level.
1 minute, 40 seconds.
SCS launch enabled.
137.
T-minus 90 seconds. The launch vehicle, payload, ground systems, and Eastern Range are go for launch.
1 minute, 20 seconds.
OCU's armed. FCS count started.
T-minus 1 minute.
Engine start box go.
Rock, report range status.
Range green.
50 seconds.
Second stage LH2 secure at flight level.
30 seconds.
Status check.
Go Delta.
Go NROL-68.
Fifteen seconds.
Roll for ignition.
10,
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We have ignition. 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Delta IV Heavy Rocket, carrying NROL-68 for the National Reconnaissance Office.
Vehicle has now begun the pitchover maneuver. Now 25 seconds into flight, vehicle performance looks nominal.
You are hearing the voice of Rob
booster
Kesselman
is now
providing
firing
launch
down.
vehicle ascent data.
Core booster has now reached the desired partial thrust level. Vehicle performance continues to look good. We are now 5 miles in altitude, 5.8 miles downrange distance.
Vehicle is now passing through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. Mach 1, Delta 4 Heavy is now supersonic. Now at 110 seconds into flight, we are now 14 miles in altitude, 12 miles downrange distance. The second stage RCS system pressurization valve has fired, and the RCS is now pressurizing to flight levels. Delta 4 has now gone to closed loop guidance. We have 3 minutes remaining in the boost phase of flight. Delta 4 rocket now weighs 1/2 of what it did at liftoff, burning propellant at a rate of almost 5,000 pounds per second. We're now 210 seconds into flight. We have 30 minutes remaining until the port and starboard booster engines cut off. Vehicle performance continues to look good, with the port and starboard engines burning at the maximum power level, and the core NROL-68 burning at the partial thrust level. Port and starboard boosters are now throttling down. The engine response looks good. Port and starboard cutoff, and we've had separation of the 2 side boosters. Core booster is now throttling back up, and the maximum power level has been achieved. The upper stage lock system has begun the boost phase chill down sequence to begin thermal conditioning of the RL-10 engine. 1 minute remains in the booster phase of flight. Upper stage fuel system has now begun the boost phase chill down sequence. We're now 300 seconds into flight, flying at an altitude of 70 miles, downrange distance of 370 miles. Delta 4 core vehicle booster performance continues to look good. The NROL-68 is now throttling down. And BECO. And we've had stage 1-2 separation and ignition on the RL-10. Correction. Deployment of the nets. And now ignition on the RL-10 for the first burn. Upper stage performance looks good at this time. With the indication of payload fairing separation.
This is Delta Mission Control at T plus 6 minutes and 45 seconds. We just heard flight commentator Rob Kesselman confirm the successful completion of the early phase of today's flight, and all systems continue to operate nominally. At this time, we're going to end our live coverage. For more information about the Delta IV Heavy, please visit ulalaunch.com. I'm Andrea Linhoff, and thank you so much for joining me today. Before we sign off, let's take one more look at that beautiful launch of the Delta IV Heavy carrying NROL-68.
15 seconds.
Trophy ignition.
10,
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We have ignition. 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Delta IV Heavy rocket carrying NROL-68 for the National Reconnaissance Office.